Hey everybody, it's Shelby with a Chick Plus 3. Welcome. My summer home tour is finally here. So what do you say we go inside and I'll show you around. So when you walk in, the focal piece above my mantle is this painting of the home I grew up in by my late mother. My decor is pretty much filled with things that I have thrifted and things that were passed down to my husband and I through the previous generations. Mixed in, of course, with some little Dollar Tree finds like that wooden clip there. That mantel clock belonged to my grandfather, and the mortar and pestle next to it belonged to my great uncle who ran a pharmacy for his whole life in New England. In the mortar and pestle, I have some of the Dollar Tree twine balls. And there's little Mika Moo. On my couch, I have a chenille bedspread that I thrifted for just $10. It had quite a bit of wear in it, but that way it's perfect for use with the dogs, and I won't feel bad if it gets further wear. Here's one of my tiered trays, which I love to decorate tiered trays. I love that you can put so much decor in a tiny space. Some thrifted tins. Those ceramic whales and sea dollars are from the Dollar Tree, as is that candle votive, and the little jars of shells, in fact. I have my pair of antique candlesticks on it. There's a better look at one of them. This beautiful coffee table tray was made for me by my niece. That's a Bath and Body Works candle. The scent is margarita. Oh, and then my husband loves needlepoint. We thrifted those coasters. And here is Miss Nessa, my late mother-in-law's lamp, and a pair of my brass candlesticks that I got as a wedding gift, and on that I have the little Dollar Tree LED lanterns. Some more thrifted finds of my husband's. That wall-hanging quilt in the background is one that my late mother made many years ago. Thrifted artwork. Baskets that my mother made or purchased, my welcome to our home sign that my lovely friend sent me in friend mail. That buoy is from Belfast, Maine, where I have family that lives, along with those starfish. There is my relax sign. That was one of my newest finds at the Dollar Tree. So take a quilt and sit back and relax on my sofa. And just kind of a shot to give you guys a little bit more of a feel of the layout of my home. Our home was built in 1920. Small and compact, but it works for us. There's only 2 of us at home now. That's a framed piece of sheet music that I thrifted, as is this box, a piece that we thrifted, and this little whale. And inside of his mouth we have some tokens from the Jersey Shore that we got when my boys were little, left over from playing the games. There's a better look at the sheet music. I just loved the graphics on this. It was a nice, inexpensive way to get a piece of artwork, and that metal antique frame was passed down to us by my mother-in-law. There's a close-up of the whale and the box. This is my husband's little decor corner behind his chair. These are all pieces that he's picked out personally and enjoys. And he created this display himself. And all of these items are things that he has thrifted. Everything in that photo except for the Dollar Tree LED lantern and the Dollar Tree black and white gingham cloth. Many of you have seen my Hen on Nest collection in the past, along with my Luray. A lot of my decor I leave out year-round, and then I just add seasonal touches in with it. My husband is a big collector of needlework, and this was one of his newer finds, as were these candle holders. And they're still inscribed on the back with the details of who got them for Christmas and from whom. Really neat touch. More of Mr. Bryn. And now we move into our dining room. I don't have it set up conventionally. I have my drop leaf table pushed off to the side to keep the space open for other things. Again, it's just the two of us, and when we do have the occasional family over, we like to just eat buffet style and pretty much sit in the living room. So my decor on my dining table is strawberries. I love strawberries or cherries in this area because it definitely fits with the vintage vibe and the 1920s home. And again, everything you'll see is either thrifted or from the Dollar Tree or belonged to somebody else before me. Although that strawberry holder and the strawberries did come from Hobby Lobby and Michael's. And I decided to keep things real and show you guys the house how I use it. So you'll see my Ray Dunn caddy there for all my pencils and pens. I always like to have those handy. I'm sure if you take a close look, you're going to see dog beds and dog toys. Maybe even some laundry. This is a hutch that I picked up off of Facebook Marketplace a few years ago. This little USA banner is a new purchase that I got. It is by Ray Dunn, and that was new to me this year. This vintage postcard, I picked that up a couple of years ago. One of my favorite finds. There are my Dollar Tree strawberry glasses. I love those. Oh, there's Miss Mika. And so another shot just to give you the layout. And this is another one of my tiered trays. And as this one is in my dining room, I'm doing this in a patriotic theme. I thought the red, white, and blue pairs nicely with the strawberries. And I think pretty much everything on this tiered tray did come from the Dollar Tree. There's another one of my collectible hutches, and that is just filled with things that we have gathered over the past 30 plus years of our marriage. Family knickknacks, baby items, wedding cake toppers. And this is my hutch. This was rescued from an old farm in Maine. I did redo it a few years ago, more than a few years ago. And very proudly, my grandson's Dollar Tree sun catcher hangs in the left window, and in the right, my granddaughter's. That chair belonged to my parents' more thrifted needlework that my husband has picked up. I thrifted these sets of door pulls. I absolutely love them. And my Blu-ray collection, that strawberry left-in plaque, belonged to my mother. Actually, this whole Blu-ray collection was a piece of her collection, a very small piece. One of my thrifted finds. Just a little bit more of an overall shot for you all. There is Uncle Sam, the Nutcracker, on display. I believe he's a Kurt Adler or a Department 56. I would have to check. I have some of my Pyrex stored on top. Everything in this hutch we use, so I like to have it all out and easy access. This little hutch is just filled with more family treasure, thrifted finds, and gifts from friends. And Dollar Tree items. This is a little display on my kitchen. It stays up year-round. Again, I just put in seasonal touches. The kitchen is small, so what I like to do is dress up my Ray Dunn canisters, and all my canisters for that matter, with the Dollar Tree window clings. It's a nice way to do it. It does not damage the container, and it just dresses it up for the different seasons or holidays. So those are just window clings from the Dollar Tree, and those are ones that I picked up last year. Here's another thrifted find. We have kind of a lot of 1970s vibe, I think, going on in our kitchen. And now this is the sunroom. I apologize. I could not find a day ever, it seemed, where I could get decent lighting. Another little tiered tray, more thrifted finds. This table my mother painted, along with this candle cupboard and whale clock, and all of those things remain out year round. So I really want to thank you all for joining me today. I hope you had a lot of fun. I loved showing you around. So until next time, everybody, please be well.